Namaskar. Hello everyone. I'm RVD and welcome to the next lecture of my playlist, a course on C programming, where C programming is simplified. In the previous lecture we started with programming. We've done our first program of addition of two integers. In this lecture also we'll be looking at still a small and a simple program to go ahead finding the average of three integers. Don't worry, I'm purposely taking programs in small steps so that the difficulty level will not be increased immediately. So slowly we'll try to increase the difficulty level and we'll do even bigger programs. Fine, so that will happen gradually. So as I said, in today's video we will be looking at finding average of three integers. Fine, so let us look at the program. So as you can see the screen, we have already kept the skeleton ready. Okay, so this is a program for finding average of three integers. Okay, so to start with, we'll be declaring three integers, let's say A, B and C. Now the first thing we need to do is we need to accept these integers from the user. So we'll be accepting first by giving a message. So enter three integers. We always believe in giving /n so that it doesn't stay on the same line. Okay, then we can use scanf. Now I want to accept three integers, so I require three format specifiers: %d, 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 and your inputs are always taken with ampersand because we have to put the address. Now next I want to find the average. So I have to declare a variable. See, I cannot declare a variable in between because we are in C language. C does not allow the declaration of variable at any point of time. It has to be at the beginning of the block. So for current program, the block is a main block, so it has to be at the beginning. So let me have float avg as the name of the variable for storing the average. Now avg is equal to a plus b plus c divided by 3. That will be the rough way a person would start with. But then later on we'll realize that division has got more importance. So I cannot write like this because it will do c divided by 3 first, and that will be further added, which we don't want, and hence we have to provide brackets. Okay, so first a plus b plus c bracket and divide by 3. Now if at all I just keep it as it is, there will be one problem. So let me do it and then I'll show you. Okay, so let it be like this. I've got my answer in average, so I'll print it. So let's say average is equal to %f. Okay, we can put /n here also, and I'll be printing average. Okay, so currently the program is ready. So let us save it and we'll compile. See, the program compiled successfully. Don't worry, but the undesirable output you will be getting, which we will see. So let me give three integers as, let's say, 5 plus 8, 13 plus 4, 17. So 17 and divide by 3. Okay, so 17 divided by 3 is 3 5s are 15 and 2, so 3 6 are 18. So something like 3.6 or something, 5.6 or something. Now see the answer that you got. You got 5. You haven't got the actual division. That is what I was telling you. Now see what is the problem. The problem is your average, even though your average is float, okay, a plus b plus c, the answer is what? It is integer, and divide by 3 is also an integer. Okay, because of that we are having int divide by int, so answer is obviously given as int. Now here we can also do typecasting, but because on the other side we simply have 3, which is an integer, I can very easily make this 3.0. If on both the sides we would have had variables, then we would have used typecasting, which will also come ahead in some programs. Okay, so now I'll be able to get the correct output. Okay, so let's see. So compile, and now if I give maybe again the same, now you can see we got the answer correctly as 5.6666 and 7. Now we are getting 6 decimal places because by default float provides 6 decimal places. We can even make use of that precision we've already learned in the previous videos. If you have not learned, you can go to my video about flags, about precision, about fill width. In precision, you'll be able to see how do we restrict the precision. So I can say 0.2f, and now you will see the difference whenever I go for execution, and I'll be having maybe, let's say, similar numbers. You see, you will be getting the precision only up to 2 decimal places because that is what we asked for. Fine, so that is how, in a very simple way, we'll be able to take 3 integers and we'll be able to find the average. My aim here was to tell you how to work with float, how to display float, then the problem of integer division. So we have to have one of them as a float for actual division, and then we even had seen how to apply that precision concept so as to get the output up to 2 decimal places. So likewise, as we'll go ahead, you will find the programs are still small, but from every program we'll be learning some concepts, or rather we'll be reiterating some concepts, and once we get confident about it, we'll go further with control structures, we'll learn new control structures, and we'll have bigger programs and bigger problems to handle. Fine. So as far as the current video is concerned, that is what we were supposed to do. Just a quick reminder about visiting my other playlist also. I've already started a new playlist on analysis of algorithms. Okay, and I'll be uploading new videos about all the basic fundamental concepts of analysis of algorithm, which is a very important topic, very important subject rather, even for the preparation of competitive exams like GATE. Okay, in the current playlist also, as we'll go ahead, I'll be focusing more about determining the output, error analysis, and other aspects of competitive exams as well. Okay, so do visit the other playlist, do watch, like, and share all my videos, and do help me in reaching to more significant audience and benefit them. Okay, so that's it for the current video. Thank you and a very happy learning.